Alright, so we're doing some leash work with Mr. Milo. Yes, we're doing halty work, so it's nice and loose on his face while he's being right next to me, being a good boy. When he's walking right next to me in this 2 foot by 2 foot zone, there's no pressure on the leash, so nice and loose. If you have to force him or drag a dog, good boy, drag a dog around, then obviously he's not learning anything. It's good, sit, good boy, good. So what we want him to do is to think and find this pressure-free zone, because all animals learn off of the application of pressure, and then the release is the reward, whether that's physical or whether that is, good boy, sit, good boy. Whether that is physical or whether that is psychological, which is facial pressure. Come on. When I stop, I want an automatic sit. If I don't get it, I'm going to lift straight up to the sky with just 2 fingers worth of pressure and hold until his butt hits the ground. I might step into him using that spatial pressure, right? He's so used to controlling space. Sit. Sit. Good boy. He's so used to controlling space by jumping and being physical with people because he's highly sensitive to spatial pressure. So he's kind of that insecure leader that's been given the opportunity to be a leader. And what does a leader do who's insecure? Well, he has to prove a point, right? So they go overboard. That's kind of what he is with everything that he does. With, what are you doing, crazy? With his energy, his overexcitement. I know, he likes Adelie. And I'll show you some work with her as well. Come on. Good boy. So we want him walking right next to me. When I stop, good, sit, good boy. He only gets attention when he does exceptional behavior. Come on. Nope. He wants to walk on my right because I usually have the leash on my right. I don't care which side you walk him on. Come on. Good boy. Very nice automatic sit. Good boy. Stay. Stay. Good Milo here. Yes, good boy. Very good boy. Come on, let's go. Go right back into structure. Ooh, you thought about it, you stinkhead. We're going to step into him. You can see it just takes a little bit of body language, which is like 1 step worth, and he reacts to it. So we don't need to be super crazy and physical and pushy. Just 1 little step until he puts his butt down. This is asking him to be submissive, which he's not used to being submissive. We could do a little pop straight up like that, where it's kind of more of the sound than anything. Or we can do a pop back if he starts to want to pull. Or we can use that psychological or spatial pressure with him. So I can do that even, good boy. Even without using the leash, we can step in with him and create space. Good boy. And then when I want him to sit, I'm going to pull straight up. Hold that pressure consistently. It's not a rush. It's not a, how quick can you do it? It's a, hey, I want you to lower your status a little bit. And this little guy feels like he's king of the hill. Good. And we turn back to the side. That's that release for putting his butt to the ground, lowering his status just a little bit. Here. Good boy. So we want all of the focus on me. No sniffing, no smelling, anything like that. No potty breaks until we say that it's time for a potty break. And we'll do that when he's been really good on his walks. Very good. Adelie, come over here. Sit. Sit. So I have my daughter here, who he really, really, really likes. But he's not allowed to say hi to people, especially kids, until he's nice and calm. So now that he's nice and calm and he's just looking at her, sniffing at her, she can bend down and say hi. And we're doing this because we did leash work first. Good boy. And he could rub up against her, whatever, but the instant that he jumps, I'm going to pull up and wait for him to put his butt back on the ground or to get all 4 feet on the ground. So we're reteaching him how to get attention. Before it was kind of annoyance. He was kind of trying to be annoying like this, like that shovel nosing, right? Which is him telling people, pet me, pet me, pet me now, slave, right? Whereas we want him to do it more out of the enjoyment and the affirmation of doing something really good. There we go. That's better. Better interaction between a kid and a dog. So with the kids, I'd keep him on leash for now. Leave it. Good boy. Keep him on leash right now so that you can correct, especially because his association with your grandkids is really, really overstimulated. Let's have you take the leash, honey, and you can walk him. Really, really, go ahead and go that way, but watch that step. Watch that. There you go. Walk this way. Make sure it's loose underneath his chin when he's walking. Very good. Come back this way. There we go. Very good. Now stop and pull up. And then release. Now turn and walk the other way. Very good. So he could be walking behind her, next to her. He wants to come back to me, but that's okay. Good boy. Now stop. Pull up. Release. Pull up. Release. Turn back to the side. There you go. Good. Say, come on. Good boy. I know, I'm right here, huh? Walk this way. When you get to me, I want you to stop and pull up. Tell him sit. Good boy. Now take the leash. Now he gets excited, right? So we're just going to pull up just a teeny tiny bit. You can see with my fingers, just fingers worth of pressure. Sit. Good. So we're working on teaching him a calm behavior. So anytime I give him attention, it's calm, loving attention, like a massage, versus hyperactive, where I'm going to get him overstimulated. We don't want that, because that's what brings out his naughty puppy behaviors, like chewing, barking especially. It brings out his insecurity, which he does have some separation anxiety, which we'll be working on with his scheduling. Good. Stay here. Yes. Good. Sit. Oh, you got an itch. Go ahead. Sit. I'm going to walk into him. His butt hits the ground. Very good. And he's a pup who thinks he's highly dominant, but he's too insecure to be dominant. Come on. I know, it's snow. Good boy. We're going to stop. Good boy. When he automatic sits, he gets a lot of attention, because that's something I want to reward. Good boy. So I'm rewarding more with affirmation and attention besides treats. No more bribing, because I don't always carry bacon in my pocket, right? I want him to do it because it's fun and he likes to please. And it's also getting him used to psychological pressure, spatial pressure, getting people to control space, having a bubble, because he's pretty insecure about that, which is why he's kind of overboard about it when he's meeting people and saying hi to people. Oh, that's a good boy. Very good. Same thing when we do place. Oh, sorry. Place is much like stay. And we'll do some more place work with him after his initial transition home. Sit. I know, it's on the wet grass. Go on the sidewalk. There you go. Good. And pull up and release. Once his butt hits the ground, we're going to pull up. Come on. Pull up. And then release once his butt hits the ground. Come on. I know you're tired. Work in that little brain of yours. Good boy. Very good boy. Come on. Good. Pull up. And then release once his butt hits the ground. Very good.